on to you Cancer Crabs out there. Please make sure to click the like button, as well as click the link that is in the description. In the comment section below, called the Linktree link, click on it. It will redirect you to a website which has all the ways to be able to financially support the channel. Shout outs to all the people that have come through. Shout outs to the people that will come through in the future. Look, a lot of you Cancer Crabs have the World, the Fool, and you have the Queen of Wands. So these three cards right here for you are ultimately about how a lot of you Cancer Crabs very much so. This is very interesting. You have the Six of Cups also. So this is a very interesting reading. Wow, good on you, Cancers. The World and the Fool card, right? The World represents Capricorn, right? Pulling from your opposite polarity. But at the same time, still doing your own Cancerian thing. Look, the World and the Fool represents I'm trying to explain a spiritual awakening in you that's playing itself out physically. A lot of you Cancer Crabs are finally coming to terms with the fact that y'all are not pushovers, and that, in other words, y'all are coming into terms with your darkness. That's been your biggest problem, Cancers. For you, your biggest problem has always been the fact that you Cancer Crabs, you look at things from a perspective of like, you're trying to deny that other element of you. And a lot of you Cancer Crabs have since come out of that shell, right? Shedded the shell to now the Queen of Wands. You're actually being able to start embracing your darker nature. And what I mean by that is, you Cancer Crabs, the things that you want, who you are, where are you in life, right? Where are you? You know, there's something called the dark night of the soul. And a lot of you Cancer Crabs have had that within the past, I want to say 6 months to a year. And I think a lot of you Cancer Crabs are beautiful, outwardly as well as inwardly. But inwardly, there's a little bit of a battle. And a lot of you Cancer Crabs have been kind of struggling to figure out what is the face that you want to show. And I'm seeing that a lot of you Cancer Crabs are ultimately learning how to combine the light and the darkness that you have and blend it both together in a way that essentially would work for you. So the Queen of Wands is about now you're being as honest with yourself as much as possible and expressing it outwardly as much as you possibly can, right? As it's wisely to, you know. And the Six of Cups now and the Ace of Swords really does represent how, other people that you've known in the past is most definitely missing you. But at the same time, the Ace of Swords represents the sword is put down. You want nothing to do with them, right? You're not fighting them. You're not defending yourself against exes. And what I mean by that is, yeah, they can come in, right? You Cancer Crabs, you got the Six of Cups. They're coming in. Exes are coming back, right? You will hear from these love interests again. But the problem, if you already are having, you probably already are hearing from love interests. But the Ace of Swords represents you still want nothing to do with them because you're trying to be as peaceful with this as much as you possibly can. And one of the ways that a lot of you Cancer Crabs have really gone within yourself enough to actually understand is you're done with the battling of, you Cancer Crabs are impressing me, huh? Because normally the Cancer Crabs would fight against, right? But now a lot of you Cancer Crabs are like, nah, it's best for you to just continue to turn your back and to look away, because it's your attention is what some people want. And I see that a lot of you Cancer Crabs understand that. And I was about to say the Five of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and now it's about you Cancer crabs understanding that you will pay attention to one, but you will ignore, or yeah, you will pay attention to one, or you will neglect the other. In other words, you will pay attention to what these exes are trying to do and try to figure out why exactly are they here, why are they coming back, but you won't be paying attention to your life. And see why it is that you cancers have been getting these readings is because it's to show that you Cancer crabs are doing a lot of changing. You Cancer crabs are doing something that a lot of Scorpio energy would require, Virgo energy would require, and that's changing. Learning that not everything is going to go your way, no matter how good, no matter how smart you are, no matter how intelligent you are, no matter how rich you are, no matter how successful you are, no matter how, whatever it is, how beautiful, no matter what it is, you Cancer crabs understand that some things are not meant to actually have effort put into it. And a lot of you Cancer crabs are beginning to understand to pick your battles wisely, meaning that are the things that you want to protest against, right, so to speak, worth protesting? Or is it that this person wants your attention because they want to go through the merry-go-round again? And I just see that a lot of you Cancer crabs are done with the merry-go-round. You're done with the dysfunction. You Cancer crabs are done with, trying to, not even to impress, but it's like, I just see that you Cancers are done with trying to even associate yourself with these past love interests. It's something of the past. And the Hermit is about how you just want to be left alone from them. You just want them to leave you alone. You want to go, you just want to be left alone. You want to go on your own spiritual journey, but you don't necessarily have to go anywhere. You don't have to go halfway across the world or the other side of the world. But you Cancer crabs can essentially go on a journey by yourself, as long as they're not around you is the point. And the Page of Cups now represents how it is that you will create your own entertainment. The entertainment will be here and here. It'll be wherever it is that you go. It'll be the joy in your heart. For you Cancer crabs, being alone, like I said before, isolation. I'm not talking about isolation in a dysfunctional sense where it's like you don't ever get a chance to actually associate yourself with anybody. It's all just terrible and it's trash and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is you Cancer crabs understanding that for you, this is very much so about you're okay being by yourself, right? You Cancer crabs are okay being by yourself. You Cancer crabs are okay being with some people that you want to be around you. You Cancer crabs are okay with small things, little things, simple things. It doesn't have to be anything like it's a tourist attraction, It doesn't have to be glittery or shiny. It can be something as simple as going out in your backyard and just relaxing and not deep. And I'm not saying this to anybody in particular. I'm saying that's the images that's coming to my mind. So it's like I have to say what it is that I'm picking up. But it's as simple as going in your backyard or looking outside, or looking at the neighborhood that you're in, for any of my Cancer crabs who lives in cities, and just observing how other people are moving and transacting and interacting with one another. It's as simple as finding entertainment and real joy out of that, remembering that You are your own stability. And for you Cancer crabs, it's a simplistic, it's a straightforward or linear like that. The Two of Swords, it doesn't have to be this spiritual jousting, this combativeness, this back and forth that these exes have, or these love interests to be more accurate, has provided, right? These individuals that every time it seems like, there's always some sort of new battle, new confrontation between you and this person. The Two of Swords is about how it is that you Cancer crabs, you can get along with other people. You can get along with yourself. You have internal peace. And I most definitely agree. I most definitely agree. The Seven of Cups is about, this is about you prioritizing that. You don't have to have a whole lot of people around you, but yet, even though you don't have to have a whole lot of people around you, you Cancer crabs still have a whole lot of people around you, even though you don't have to have them. The Seven of Cups is about having many choices and being fulfilled, being joyful, not needing a significant other the way that a Libra might. Now, granted, a person only needs another person unless they deem that for themselves. But regardless of whatever zodiac sign, whether it's Libra, which represents pairs, romantic pairs, Virgo, Cancer crabs, Leo, Aries, no matter what the zodiac sign is. But for you Cancer crabs, y'all are used to being lone wolves, or in this case, lone crabs anyway. So this is about having, how do I say it, like not looking at things from a perspective of just because you're by yourself, it means that you're lonely. I don't see you Cancer crabs being lonely at all. I see you Cancer crabs, like I said, being able to have joy, whether you're single, whether you're with someone, without having to constantly feel like if you're not in a relationship, then you're broken, and that you're a piece of something else, and that you're not whole anymore. A lot of you Cancer crabs can achieve joy just from, you can achieve joy with pretty much anything that a lot of you Cancer crabs put your mind to, and that is, come to find out, is an interest. The Ten of Cups now, however, represents, but also this is part of what creates that internal peace of yours where you can nourish yourself. See, that's the thing. Like, that's what it is that I'm trying to say. Like, Cancer crabs represents the internal, Gemini represents the internal battle. Cancer crabs represents learning how to become at peace with oneself. Leo represents stunting and showboating. And then Virgo represents the understanding that you don't have to always stunt and showboat. That you can be internally confident, because that confidence comes from a place of internal peace and love. Right? So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Six of Cups, shall we? Some cards fell out. So to clarify the Six of Cups, you have the Nine of Wands, the Four of Cups, Five of Cups, the Devil, Six of Cups. Wow. That's the last card. So I'm not going to clarify the Six of Cups with the Six of Cups. That wouldn't make any sense. So the Nine of Wands and the Four of Cups represents, they're not done with you, though. They very much so still, these love interests very much so love you. They're in love with you. And I don't really see these individuals really leaving you alone as of, or I'll say totally being done with you as of just yet. I see that a lot of these love interests, these exes, potentially love interests, right? People that you've known, right? I want to say within the past 1 to 2 years, they still like you, they still love you, and they're just not ready to actually give you up just yet. The Five of Cups and the Devil represents, they just, you again, you wish that they would just give you up though. And the Devil represents how they just want you back, and they wish that they could reverse the hands of time. They wish that, they could just have said something, or, done something that would have had the two of you stay together. You know what I mean? They wish that they could have, if they can do a ritual, you know what I mean? If they can do a satanic ritual, they would, you know what I mean? So it's like, but they just don't think that even the king of the underworld would listen to their prayers. That's what it is that I'm getting. That's what it is that I'm getting. So, let's clarify the Ten of Cups now. The Lovers, the King of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Three of Pentacles. So, to clarify the Ten of Cups, the Lovers, and the King of Wands, right, is about you, Cancer crabs. That's interesting. Well, the Ten of Cups represents definitely not getting back together with an ex or a love interest, or both. The Lovers and the King of Wands and the Seven of Wands speaks to how you may have a lot of love for them still, but you don't like their combative nature. You don't like, these could even be fire signs. You don't like their fieriness. You don't like their temper. And the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles is about how, you wish for them the best, but the Three of Pentacles represents those are just not people that you can find yourself mixing with. Crazy.